Another rainy weekend in Maine. Still here. 79 Monte Carlo, still here. I don't crush everything. It's kind of fun to get something like this. It's a famous car in town, and I've been talking to a lot of people, old timers and stuff, and getting some stories on it. So it's kind of cool, but it's also fun to kind of go through them and see what's in there and find little parts and stuff like that. I had some fun cleaning this trunk out, and after I cleaned all the trash and beer cans and crap that's accumulated for years, I took up the original floor mat, and come to find out, it's absolutely mint. I mean, just look at this thing. Look at the inside of the quarters. There's no rust. And talking to some people in town, they said, yeah, this car was put inside in the winter, not driven. So kind of makes sense. Another thing about these G bodies is, or you might not know, but the frames in the back always rot away. It's a common problem, and they actually, I believe they make replacement pieces now. You can just weld right in, but look at this one. I mean, it's got its scale, but she's pretty solid. And so I went through the trunk, and I threw away a lot, but I also kept all this, and I don't really know why, but some of it is some of the trim's already on the car, but from what I was told, there was a parts car at some point. So stuff was kind of just laying around and got thrown in the trunk, I guess, but let's get some extra little rear windows, and probably the guy was probably going to get rid of the etching in the glass there. They used to do that back in the 80s and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I cleaned it all out, backed it out, and then just threw it back in, just miscellaneous pieces, interior and stuff, but nothing too great. But what I did find was some very valuable pieces. As I mentioned, this car was right near a fire in a garage and melted a lot of stuff back here, but I did find both little fiberglass fillers here, and they don't reproduce this stuff, so it's big money. On eBay, guy wanted like $500 for a pair of those, but through all the mess, I dug out the treasure, and I found this black one, previously red, and then this other color that I think the thing probably was at one time, but not really sure. And found the taillights. They're not doing so hot, but the frame's there, and I just kind of had some fun, popped them back in where they went. And this piece right here, of course, that's all melted and junk, but it's there. And the only thing I'm really missing would be, other than the lenses, obviously, would be these. There's just a flat piece here that goes here and fills that in. And then, when you shut the trunk, you really don't even see that anyway. Just a little bit right there. So, trunk lock's been mangled throughout the years, but no rust. Even got a trailer hitch. So I was just kind of cleaning out. It's a shame the latest thing that happened that made the guy just, that was it. It was the final draw. He just had to get rid of it because they threw a brick through the back window, one of his kids, and I found the brick in the trunk with the broken glass and kind of mangled the rear seat. Not really sure what happened there, but I mean, for the most part, I mean, it's, you know, the windows go up and down. Interior definitely needs some help. The dash is all cracked under the dash. Don't know. But obviously the most incredible thing is the somehow the glass T-tops survived throughout the years of drunken parties and people throwing stuff. And I mean, one thing I haven't done is I want to unbolt this seat and get this house carpet out of there, which has moss growing, and but it feels solid. It doesn't feel like the floors are rotted. So just an old forgotten hot rod. They went for the rear quarters, and he had those done first, and they did a good job on them. But then, you know, as it got moved around and stuff like that, it got banged up. It's got some kicks and some whiskey dents, if you would. But you can see the rear quarters are real nice, you know, as far as rust goes. But there's just a lot of dents that need to be knocked out and stuff, which, you know, it's not the end of the world. I was told back in the day this thing got in an accident and was hit up front pretty good, and they got a fender for it off another car, and it just seems like it wasn't put on quite right. It's, you can see the door has been hitting it, and because of all that, the door really doesn't even shut on this side. But the next step would be to get that seat out and then push it out and power wash the whole thing. And yeah, so that being said, I decided to keep it. Kind of one of those things, you never get another one. I used to love my G-bodies. I had a lot throughout the years, but I never had a Monte Carlo this style. I had an 84, and I did have an SS for a short amount of time that was completely rotted, but I always did like these things. So I was more of a Oldsmobile Cutlass guy, and but I did have them all. I had Regals, Malibus, Grand Prix, had them all. Got talking to a guy. He said the last he knew this thing was running, and they put a stall converter in it, and every time you put it in gear, it was, I don't know, it would stall out, I guess is what he said. But it's kind of weird. Kind of stall converter does the opposite. But they were saying that whatever it was wrong. The setup was wrong, and they could never get it going good. But he said he said he didn't know what that block was that was left in there, but the last he knew, the thing did incredible burnouts, and it was posy all day long. So that's a plus right there. So I cleaned all the random parts that were sitting around here, and I got the number off the back of the block, and I've run a lot of small block Chevy numbers in my day, and the number looked kind of weird to me. Didn't sound familiar, you know. So as I typed it in, I discovered by going through the list that it was all the way at the bottom, and it's in fact a 69 to 72 307. Yeah, just a little 307 Chevy, and so probably came out of old Impala, or possibly even a truck or something, but doesn't tell you exactly what it came out of. But those are the years, and I had a couple of 307 Chevys back in the day, and they were rippers. I mean, they'd surprise you, but you know, the general grunt and the horsepower is just not there. The torque's not there. But they were high winding little things. So there's a turbo 350 all bolted in behind it. Last everyone knows, it was good, so I'm gonna go with that, and go ahead and rip that 307 out. It's been sitting without heads on it for a long time. I mean, yeah, the hood was down, but a lot of moisture. I didn't even try to spin it. I don't even care. Probably will have to spin it to get torque converter bolts, but deal with that when it comes time. Pull that out, throw it away. Don't need that. It's kind of fun to search through all the rat shit in the car and find little things like that, you know, that still remain after all the years. But something about the car, it's got character and it's survived, and I just see myself, you know, starting it up and just taking a ride, just a cruise through the town, you know, a small town, and just let people, you know, say, what, am I seeing things, or am I seeing that Monte Carlo? Especially since the guy that I got it from, you know, it was his car for many years. He sold it, he got it back, and he just gave up. But I guess that's why I'm the keeper of the broken dreams. And a lot of regular cars go to the scrapyard and get crushed, but once in a while find something like this. So what's my plan as far as an engine for this thing? Well, no. You might think, oh, throw that LS in there. No, I'm not doing that. I've got this for sale, and it's got 90,000 miles, but is it a 4.8? Is it a 5.3? I'm pretty sure it's a 4.8, and that's what the guy told me it was in the truck. But as I found, there's only one way to truly find out what it is, and that is to go inside one of these holes here and be able to look with a small camera, and the 5.3 will have a dished piston. Have a little dish right in the top of it. You can have your cereal out of there, you know. And a 4.8 will have a flat top. So correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I have found. And really, that's the only way, because, you know, back here, You know, you got the 4.8/5.3. It's all the same thing. But to truly find that, so I don't know. I guess I might have to buy a endoscope or something to but I have it listed as a 4.8 because that's what I believe that it is. It would be nice to know for sure. And of course, the downfall. A lot of people are interested. I got it up there for $500. Get the headers with it and everything, but everyone wants to know about the computer, and I don't know where the computer went. So, but if not, I do have the blue plow truck that is a 4.8, and if someday, if it ever needs it, it's there. But I'd rather just sell for now because move on to other things. So, what will go in it? Well, that may surprise you, but it is an engine that is in one of my current vehicles. It starts up and runs. But that's for another time because I just don't have it in me to discuss it right now. But just anyway, you know, it's a quick little video, show you what's going on, what happened, what did you, you know, people ask, did you keep that car? What are you doing with it? What's going on with it? You junking it, selling it, what? So that's where I'm at for now, and let me hear what you think, and you never know. One day you could be just standing there on the sidewalk, and all of a sudden you hear something, and then you